You did what?
Please keep your voice down.
You told Rosanna that that the night before my wedding, I was with you?
Well, we've been there before. It is conceivable.
Please don't talk to me about what's conceivable. I'm in enough trouble. So now I slept with you? What possessed you, Craig? How could it possibly be a good idea to tell my sister that I slept with her boyfriend? Could you explain this to me, please?
You came to me, sweetheart.
I am not your sweetheart. Clearly something you're having trouble accepting.
Did you or did you not ask me to keep your secret and keep Rosanna away from Jack at all costs?
And this is what it cost?
Rosanna went straight to the police station. She would have told him the minute she saw him. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know, Craig. Ask her out to lunch. Fake a heart attack. Propose to her. I don't know. You're a creative man. You couldn't come up with any other way to distract her?
So I hit a wall.
With your ego?
I can't believe you're telling me that JJ may not be mine. What I'm saying is that under the circumstances, I'm recommending you take another paternity test.
Here's Daddy. He was such a good boy. Just make sure he drinks plenty of liquids to prevent dehydration.
Okay, thanks. Nurse, would you get me another DNA test?
No tests. JJ's my son. And nobody's gonna tell me different.
You don't have to worry about hurting the child, Jack. It'll be just like the last time we take a swab from his mouth.
And they'll take a tube of blood from me, and they'll send it down to the lab, and you know what'll happen, John? It'll come back a match.
Well, then it wouldn't hurt to do it again.
Yeah, based on what? Something you wouldn't have even noticed if I hadn't brought him in with a high fever? Based on your theory of the scoliosis? Who's to say that Julia doesn't have an aunt somewhere with a bad back? Or me? If it's so hard to detect, maybe no one detected it.
Kristen, I'll call you if we need you, okay? All right, listen. We both know what Julia's capable of.
Yes, well, she can't change my DNA, John. I was here. The nurse stuck my arm. She put the tube in the tray.
Julia is a trained nurse. Suppose she switches samples. Suppose she...
I'm gonna make this really easy for you. No tests. JJ's mine. Now I'm going to take my son home.
I say no. I won't sleep with you. It's over. I'm marrying Jack. So what do? You fix it so that I have to pretend I slept with you.
You think I wanted this? You think I wanted Rosanna?
Yes.
You think that you and I... You weren't at the police station. She was possessed. The only way to throw her off was to toss her something hotter than what she already had. And believe me, lunch at the Lakeview wasn't gonna cut it.
Did she believe you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
She invoked the Carly clause.
MonteCarlo?
Yeah. It's probably something like Cabot Motorwear or something.
I've lost my business, my designs. And when Jack hears that you and I, what is it exactly that we did? We went swinging from the rafters over the sewing machines. My marriage will be over. Thanks, Craig. You're a big help.
You know something? Your selfishness is breathtaking.
My selfishness?
Yes, you are not the only one who took a hit here. Carly, I had an awful lot riding on MonteCarlo. And I was rather fond of your sister.
Oh, please.
Yes, I like your sister, all right?
So you like my sister?
Yes, and I shouldn't have hurt her like that, especially not for you. But there you were in trouble, and once again, I come riding to the rescue.
Rescue? I'm out of a job thanks to you. And once Rosanna goes to Jack with this little fantasy of yours about the two of us doing whatever you said we did...
She's not going to Jack.
Says who?
You really don't know the first thing about your sister, do you?
I know enough to know I can't trust her. I know she's out to wreck my marriage.
No, your marriage is safe. Thanks to me. And I'm out in the cold. Thanks to you.
You really don't think she'll go to Jack? Thank you.
Don't mention it.
And I'm sure that you can find some way to convince her to give the company back.
Believe it or not, that is not first on my list.
You really do like her.
Well, it's nice to spend some time with a woman who respects me. It was.
She'll come around.
No, she won't. That's one of the reasons I respect her.
Oh, come on, Craig. The two of you have been licking each other's wounds, among other things. This is not a relationship that's based on respect. Besides which, this is Rosanna we're talking about. The woman cannot let go of anything. She's not going to let you get away.
Unlike you, who lets everyone get away. Huh? Because you are incapable of being truly intimate, and that is the truth, my friend. I step aside so you can marry the man of your dreams, then you sleep with my Casanova, and now what? What is next? You're always hiding behind a dream or a lie or something. You know, you never give yourself completely. Unlike your sister, who is one of the most open and vulnerable and loving women I've ever met.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Thank you.
So you really want her back? Well, I know the guaranteed, surefire, foolproof way to get her back. Plant yourself in her hospital room and do not leave until she crumbles under all the attention.
Her hospital? What are you talking about?
She didn't tell you that she needed surgery. So much for honesty.
What are you talking about?
She needs a hysterectomy. And she's a little twisted about it. She's afraid that she won't feel like a real woman anymore. She forgot to have a kid, and now she can't. She's afraid that you won't want her.
And I just told her I slept with you?
But it's not my fault.
Just under 100, Jack. I want you to keep your eye on him. And with an ear infection, that's going to happen. The temperature's going to bounce up and down and up and down. If that happens, you give him the meds as indicated on the bottle for the fever. He'll be fine in the morning.
And if he isn't?
We'll bring him back in here. You thought any more about this paternity test?
No, why are you pushing that, John? Is it because of what happened with you and Parker?
Okay, Jack, you may not want to take the blood test.
No blood test.
Will you let me nose around on the medical histories a little bit more? I may find some evidence of infantile scoliosis. I can check your records and I'll double-check Julie's at the same time.
Look, we came in here because JJ was spiking a fever, and now all of a sudden you're talking about scoliosis and another paternity test? First things first. Let's take care of the ear infection, and then we'll see.
John, you want to do another paternity test?
Oh, that's just great. Thanks a lot, John. It's a cherry on my day.
Good.
Good doctor will fill you in.
Jack!
Wait.
honey.
Wait. It's a very difficult thing to hear.
You think JJ isn't Jack's?